Appreciate the fire bone. You're against adultery, which is a sin, but you never talk about premarital sex, which is also a sin. Should we encourage men to be pure sexually? There's no such thing as premarital sex. See, we don't mix that Christian dialogue into our belief system over here. There's no such thing as premarital sex. Technically speaking, according to God, sex consecrates marriage. If you have sex with a woman, she is your wife. So there is no such thing as premarital sex. It's just that people don't value the connection that sex makes. So if you had sex with 10 women, you got 10 wives. Write them all a bill of divorcement, man, or you need to start taking care of them. So there's no such thing as premarital sex. Premarital sex is eliminated by you not engaging with a woman that you wouldn't put in that position. If you wouldn't put her in that wife position, you shouldn't be touching her anyway. She's beneath you. Her spirit is beneath you. She's going to drain you, man. She's going to make you emotional. Any man who sleeps with women who are beneath him is an emotional wreck. He is easy to get angry. He is easy to be hurt. He is easy to be sad. He is easy to be confused. Any man who sleeps with multiple women who are beneath him, even one, will drain you. But if you're sleeping with multiple women who are beneath you, then you are a man who is easily pushed to be in your feelings. Why? Because you are filled with Jezebel estrogen.
Hey, call hello, y'all about Shim Yoshai, about Shim Kakodash. I just tried to put something together real quick. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well over the flock. Shalom to all you brothers out here pushing the words of truth and sincerity. Shalom. Hey, man, the MG Tao, men going their own way, and Red Pill, and all of these guys, man. Of the Red Pill community, the manosphere, yeah, they watching. Oh yeah, they watching, man. This is Dr. BOA. He just, he always been quoting scriptures within the last year, so I've been checking them out. And you know, but amongst all these different groups, so-called what you call them, manosphere, different guys, the Kevin Samuels and the there's so many, man. 33, we all watch them. 33 Secrets. You talking about Alpha Male Strategies, AMS. You talking about Stuff is Cold. All these guys that we like to check out every once in a while. Stuff is Cold used to say straight up that he was an Israelite and that he don't want to commit adultery, but they ebb and flow like the water, man. Sometimes they go on hard with what they learn from us, and sometimes they laxing on it, and they sounding like somebody out the world. So because they still in the world, man. People get a little bit of what we give them and run with it, and then all right. So just let's go into Luke 21:34, because this is where I was getting ready to make a video on anyway. What to take heed for in these end times? What are we taking heed for? What are we watching out for? Well, other than surfeit and drunkenness, with the scriptures going into, taking heed that we don't get sucked into the cares of this life. Let me read it. Luke 21:34. And take heed to yourselves. Take heed. Take heed. That means be aware. Be mindful. Okay, for yourselves. Be aware. Take heed. Listen up. Listen up, man. Because as men of the Lord, we supposed to be listening up. All right. There's some things that we gotta hold near and dear to. Is we gotta have some real what's the word? We gotta have some more dedication, some more integrities to our morals, high moral ground. All right. Similar to what Dr. BOA just said there. He said, when you sleeping with women below your calling with that Jezebel spirit, you're basically doing yourself a disservice, which you can bring that full circle. Anybody in your circle, anybody around you that you keep it around you, that you can't help but be around. I mean, if you can help it and they're still around you and they're not on your level spiritually, or they're weighing you down, or they're causing you to err and weighing on your spirit. That goes for women especially. For you brothers out here that's strong in this word and this faith, um, you need to distance yourself, right? Speaking early to the brother, Blessed Warrior over at Great Millstone, New York City, Barack. He brought out a precept that, if I could get it real quick, I'm gonna go back to Luke 21, Lord willing. He brought out Ecclesiastes, Salakia, third chapter, and it says here, to everything there's a season, a time to every purpose under heaven. And then we just scroll down, it goes through the different times: mourn, weep, laugh, dance, laugh, cry. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. That goes for people that's not supposed to be in your life, that's been in your life maybe day one, and they really ain't supposed to be in your life right now. You're outgrowing them, you're outpacing them. It's like a race. When you see in the marathon, which Paul always resorts to telling this faith of ours, this thing of ours is like a race. When you see an actual marathon being ran, you got different paces. People at the bottom is never going to reach the people at the top. All right, meaning, let me reiterate that. Let me switch that up. The ones who can't keep up is going to get outpaced, and they're going to be in the back and you're going to be in the front. Well, that's what it's like being in this truth. We're going to outpace men. We're going to continue to outpace them. And you got to be ready to cast away when that time comes on. You got to be ready to lose. Everybody who's in your life now, that doesn't mean they're going to be continually in your life. You get the picture. All right. I want to just keep going on the same thing over and over. First, this Luke 21-34, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your heart be overcharged. Your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall come on all them who dwell upon the face of the earth. Watch thee therefore, and pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass: death, devastation, famines, plagues, pestilences. All right, the beginnings of the terror, beginnings of evils, which we're about to face on head on in America in this new order, and to stand before the Son of Man. So the Son of Man comes right at the end of all of this. So we got to actually make it through all of this to get there. Beautiful. Now, this whole thing about cares of this life. What is the cares of this life? Matthew's Yahushua in many of the Gospels has the same parable about the sower and the seed, and he speaks about the cares of his life. He said, he also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he become fruitful. Matthew 4:19 and Luke 8:14 goes into the same thing. Luke 8:14 says, and that which fell among thorns are they which, when he have heard, go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection. All right, we gotta continually be mindful of the cares of the things of this world that can choke us and cause us to go back and bring forth no fruit. No fruit. That means you are unworthy tree. You see how shall I curse the tree that didn't bring forth figs? You don't want to be an unworthy fruit. You will not receive salvation in that time. Luke 10:41, and Yahushua answered and said unto her, Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things. You got to remind yourself that you're not carefully troubled about too many cares of this world, too many things of this world. Women, cars, money, this, that, and the third. It never stops. You got to have the right shade of brown with the hat fitted to the back. No, we wear it to the front. Do rag. Gotta throw it over like Pop Smoke. If you got braids, do this. You dance this way, or what he wearing this, the socks, pull them up to the top and all that. Come on, man. Do it ever stop? So don't be mindful of all of that, man. Just become like a real serious minded man. And like over time it happens, man. Old people go, fade away, some new people come in, and the ones that really matter are the ones that stay in the whole time. They was there, they was there and lasted long, because it's not always out with the old and with the new. That's not what we promote here, because the scriptures tell you a friend that basically has been around longer is better than one that's new, just like wine. All right, a friend that's a man that's new, a new friend has to prove himself, but a friend that's been around for the longest doesn't have to. He's already done that. So, but that's when the man is servant of the Lord. That's when the man is on the same wavelength as you, the same spirit, the same vocation, the same job, the same purpose as you, the same frequency as you. All right, we always talking about frequencies. Well, you're looking for people on the same frequency as you, the called, the ones that are faithful. All right. Philippians 4 and 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto Yahweh. All right, and when it says be careful for nothing, you go into some of these other translations, you'll see be careful for nothing. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything, or in nothing be anxious. All right, so don't stop worrying so damn much. You know what I mean? Just be on point. Worship the Father and His Son. Watch out for things that snare you and entangle you back into the world. Prepare yourself for the day and the coming of the Lord and all of the prophecies that must be fulfilled before then. All right. And so, try be spared by the Spirit. Scriptures say, "For many false prophets shall come in these last days." So, Lord willing, this video is edifying, straight to the point. Till next time, shalom.